and showing what real chemistry looks like.
All right, thank you, Derek. If you have a question, raise your hand. Savannah, Riley, and AJ have a microphone. We'll come down front. We've got several up here in the front of the room. We're going to start right here in the second row in the middle.
Hi, Derek. Joey Blackwell here from BamaCentral.com. You stand to be one of the most profitable athletes, with the new NIL legislation. You just signed that big deal with walk-ons. What has been experienced with NIL and the changing landscape of college football so far regarding name, image, and likeness?
I see this as an opportunity for a lot of players to deal with money and before they get to the NFL. Because you hear a lot of people in the NFL, they have a little difficulty with money in the long run, and I think it's good that we get to deal with this before the big money comes. So I think it'll be good.
Okay, Derek, we'll go down front here in the front left. Bob.
Hey, Bob Holt, Arkansas Democrat. Is that how you doing?
Good.
Coach Jones, you're a defensive coordinator. What's it been like having him as your coordinator? And Ed Orgeron's talked about the staff being younger, maybe relating to you guys better. How's that been?
Yeah, Coach Jones, he definitely relates to us in a good way. Every time he walks in the room, he's upbeat. He's very energized, and we feed off of that. Whenever he's very energized, we go out there, we have a good day. And we look at him and we believe in him, and he believes in us. So it's going to be a pretty good year.
Okay, Derek, we'll go in the center section along the right aisle.
Connor O'Gara, Saturday Down South. You said you're looking forward to showing what real chemistry looks like. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Like communication on the field, communication all the way from the back end all the way to the front. We're all going to be on one page. Because last year there were times where we weren't able to do that. But this year is going to be much better.
Okay, we'll go right here in the center aisle. Scott.
Hey, Derek. Scott Rabelais from The Advocate. Both Austin and Coach O talked about playing to the LSU standard, not trying to make this a season of trying to get back at people or anything like that, just playing to the LSU standard. What does that mean to you? What do you think that – where do you think that maybe y'all lost that last year, and how confident are you that y'all will be able to do that this year?
Well, the LSU standard is being the best version of ourselves, and when we're the best version of ourselves, we're one of the best in the country. So when we play by this standard, we always we're going to go out there and have fun and do what we can do to win.
Okay, we're going to go over on the right side along the far aisle, back by the light, Derek.
Hey, Derek. Tony Tsoukalos, Bama Insider. You've had some epic kind of battles with Devontae Smith. A guy like that, are you happy that he's out of the league, or do you kind of miss those battles now?
Well, it isn't so much that you're trying to avoid people. You go into every week focused on one opponent, and you break them down, and when you get to the game, you'll see if that preparation was good enough, and if it wasn't, then you got to come back the next week even stronger.
Okay, we'll stay right down front here, about 3 rows in front of you. Derek?
Hello, Derek. Gerard Hamilton, the Tuscaloosa News. How did facing Jamar Chase in practice every day, past couple seasons, help you get you to be the player you are today?
It helped a lot because there would be times where he would beat me, and he would tell me how he beat me, and there would be times that I would beat him, and I would let him know, and we would just help each other out, and make everything. We would help each other out, and we would make each other better. So.
Okay, Derek, we're going to go back over to that right section about 3/4 of the way back.
Hey, Travis Brown with the Bryan College Station Eagle. As someone who has a lot of opportunities with NIL stuff, how much do you look around the country and around the SEC and see what other players, kind of deals they're getting, and maybe seek out some of those kind of deals if it interests you?
Well, I don't think that the NIL should be trying to get what everybody else has. I think that it should be what fits you best and what fits your personality and your brand, because deals for other people, it might not work for another person. So I don't really look at other people around the country.
Hey, Derek, we're going to stay in the center section, left aisle.
Derek, Drew DeArmond, ESPN 97.7 The Zone Radio in Huntsville, Alabama. So far in your career, you made an impact from day one. Is Alabama been your favorite rivalry? And as far as Devontae Smith, I know he had some success against you, but how did you use that to kind of sharpen your toolbox? And what made Devontae so good in your mind?
Well, when looking at Alabama, me personally, I look at every opponent as that opponent to focus on. So every week, the next week is my rival, sort of say. But when I look at Devontae, you know, he's a great player. He taught me a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the league. But I'm focused on what I can do this year and against the opponents that I have this year.
Hey, Derek, we're going to go in the middle section about halfway back. Go ahead.
Hey, Derek, Trey Scott, 24/7 Sports. Got to ask the offense question. Is this the year we see you playing some receiver?
I guess that depends on whether Coach O thinks I should do it or not. Do I think I should be? Whatever I need to do to help the team win.
All right, we'll go over here to the left side.
Hey, Derek. Mark Weiser, Athens Banner-Herald. I want to ask you your impressions of spending a season with Eric Gilbert, who's now at Georgia, and they're listing him as a wide receiver. How do you think he'll do in that role?
He said, can you say that again?
Yeah, I was asking about Eric Gilbert, kind of, your impressions of him, spending a season with him, and then how he might do as a wide out at Georgia.
Yeah, Arik, he's an excellent player. I think he's a mismatch for a lot of people that'll go to guard him. But I'm excited to see what he does this coming up year.
All right, we'll go right in front of us in second row.
Hey, Derek. Tyler Martin of Bama Central. You mentioned that chemistry you're looking forward to this year showing off. The 2019 team had a lot of great chemistry. How do you recreate that magic from 2 seasons ago?
I think that comes with what we're doing now. Like off the field, we're all hanging out. We're all doing the little small things that we didn't have the chance to do last year because of the pandemic. So now that we have this factoring back in, I think it should be pretty close to what was going on in the past.
Okay, we'll go back down here front left. Bob?
Yeah, I guess in the second game you guys are going to be facing McNeese and Coach O's son. Is that something you've talked about or thought about? Because obviously, Ed said, hey, he's going to try to give him his best, vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd like to maybe pick him off a couple times.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool how that's going to be, Coach O being the dad and then his son playing against him. Like that's a good little story right there. But, hopefully I know they're going to come out with their best and we're going to do our best. So we'll see how it goes.
We have time for maybe one or two more. If you've got a question, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. All right, we're going to go straight back in the backhand left-hand corner.
Hey, Derek, Matt Moscona, ESPN Baton Rouge. Last year was so up and down, and a lot of high-profile guys did opt out. Did you ever consider opting out after or during last year or even before this season?
No, I want to be a part of the team, and I want to be a part of building this up to be a winning team.
Okay, we'll take one final question up here from Bob Holt. I'll get a microphone to you, Bob.
Sorry to make you run around so much. Hey, you guys closed last season with a little bit of momentum. Had a great win at Florida, beat a pretty good Ole Miss team. How can that carry over, and just how motivating is what happened last year after what you guys did in 2019?
It motivates us a lot because, ending on a good note and then coming through the spring and seeing how we looked is much better than what we showed in the past. And now we have fall camp coming up, so we just we're going to keep on building on what we got going. And I think it's going to be pretty good.
All right, Derek, thank you for your time. Good luck this season.
Yep, thank you.